Michael Cole these days is a much changed guy. It seems storyline they are directing him towards being a pro heel commentator. Now, without a doubt, in the beginnings of this, I thought it was strange and probably something that was going to be short lived. But these days, Cole puts over CM Punk, he puts over The Miz, A-Roy, everyone. I mean, what's up with Cole?
What's up with Cole? I'm loving it. It was a long time coming, and I think it was better that they spent a while, for him to get to the where he is now with the gong and the promos and stuff. It wasn't too much too soon. They just did it perfectly, and I love it. I love it to bits. It's hilarious.
Yeah, coming out this week, of course, and I certainly marked out for what I felt was Cole's first promo. He walked to the ring in that NXT Season 3 episode last Tuesday, where basically he had said that he was gone. Like you mentioned, the Gong episode, and he was quitting NXT. Of course, CM Punk replacing him for a little bit this week and did a great job and said a lot of controversial stuff. But to see Cole come out with the mic in hand and for the first time, I think, reach that almost Bischoff-esque voice, the shout, the aggression, and it wasn't just the announcer Cole, it was a whole new guy, a heel character that I think they have finally gotten over with me.
Yeah, it's great. We only spoke about things that were missing, I think, from the business. See, Stanford, I think, you're listening. We know you fuckers pull us down before, but yeah, I think they're taking advice from the Dope HQ finally, after we spoke about some of those old commentary, I think UWF commentary, the three-way with a couple of old schoolers, and how, that's, no matter how bad the wrestling was, how good it was, are we even watching wrestling half the time? Fuck knows, but the commentary was priceless, and it just made it so good. But I think that's where the shows are going now. But then you have SmackDown. Now, something has to let the side down. But for the other side of it, it's good shit.
Yeah, it looks to me like they are finally opening up that commentary position. They're allowing more things to happen there, and indeed, it's like everything with WWE. Some things remain sacred for a while, and eventually, it's a TV show, and they need new things. Now, of course, they've had wrestlers come on commentary since the time began, but of course, this past Monday, a lot of that. Probably about 3 segments with guys on commentary, and indeed, I think Lay Cool got involved there as well, but yeah, it's certainly doing a lot more for commentary, and I think that's one part that is changing. Of course, the voice is present for all of the matches, and indeed so much of the time is taken up there that I think they know they can work us from there now as well. Now, of course, they've worked us with their commentary in the past, but now I'm questioning what's up with Cole, and highlighting the commentator like that and to actually make me interested is a great skill.
Yeah, and he's so good at it, I think, that sometimes you just forget. I know people take the piss out of the, his vintage Cole lines and whatnot, but that aside, it's a tough job. That's a tough job,
It is. It's remarkably tough, and just a couple of attempts that we tried here on Justin, and also you can see some of that stuff on YouTube. It really led me to believe that it wasn't really possible to do that unless you were sitting on a table right by the ring. But yeah, like you say, just try it yourself. Sit down and try and come up with stuff. Now, of course, Cole famously repeating a lot of phrases, but that's also changing now. He's got story to talk about. He's got heels to give out, or at least support and give out for.
He fills the space. He always fills it, always. Lawler can be just, he's the kind of the answer, which is good. You need that. So I think more Gong. I think next week, and even that fucking Gong was kick ass.
certainly a way to turn it on its head, at least that position of what is usually the babyface announcer. I mean, if anyone was going to go pro heel, I would have thought maybe they'd have tried to get Lawler doing that. I mean, he practically at times has very little to say. He can answer, and other than that now, he's just been given out about Cole. So I think Cole is probably loving this and the amount of time and attention this character is now getting, because he's not just a broadcaster now. He's got that character and work. A long time ago, I think I might have said that he couldn't work and he couldn't sell, but I think now he's gone through a lot of different things, and I think he's in a great place. But then Byron Saxton, I thought he was going to be coming to NXT.
He's not even close on level with Cole. Not even close. I do think though, and I don't know why they haven't done it, but Dusty should be pulled up onto one of the Raws, or well, definitely. I think bring it back to the 3. You know, it works so well with NXT with Punk and Cole and what's his face, Josh Matthews. But imagine Dusty, King, and Cole on a Raw. I mean, you're not going to skip anything if you need to fast forward through some shit, because that would just be hilarious.
It would keep us happy and old school fans to have a Dusty Rhodes on commentary like that, and if they can put him on FCW, then why not NXT? And indeed, why wasn't there maybe some more legitimate legends as mentors? I mean, why not stick a Roddy Piper in there? You know, it didn't have to be Kofi Kingston. He had plenty of time on SmackDown, but then I suppose he was probably there on the same night, so best to use him.
Yeah, some of them probably too much time on actual Smack for most of the Hall of Famers.
Let's look for Michael Cole to continue to work us, and I think now that the guy is over with fans and with probably the office, judging by the amount of time that he has had, it could be very interesting times ahead for Cole. And I wonder what he's like now if you met him in an airport. Would he say hello? Would he heel it up? What would he do?
He would. He's company boy. He'd fucking heal the shit out of it. Have you seen that picture of him fishing with Shawn Michaels?
No.
There's some, I don't know where I saw it, but they were on a fishing trip together. They caught some like big fuck off fish, and it's like Cole in his shorts and Shawn Michaels with his hat out. Downtime, folks.
Priceless downtime for the workers, the employees. They need to rest and relax. And indeed,
I have to find that photo. It's so funny.
Yeah, we could put it right behind us if you can get it. So we'll certainly look to do that.